Now, of course, got a special guest, Harsh Roongta, CEO of ApnaLoan.com. Plenty of companies, plenty of people actually must be coming up to you to get these loans and ask you constantly, this bank is giving me a lower rate, that one's luring me as well. Now, at one level, great for consumers. But at the other, at a time when rates are going up, I'm sure consumers might actually get trapped with this.
Well, I think at least the good thing about this is the transparency. With so much wide publicity in the press and on television, I think it's absolutely clear to consumers that these rates, the fixed rates, are available to them for a limited period. So whether it's 2 years or 3 years typically. They also know that the rates would then be floating at the end of that period. Now what those rates will be, of course, is pretty
Is there a catch you've spotted so far?
There doesn't seem to be a catch, and if the rates remain what they are, now that's a big if to ask for, but if the rates remain what they are, the step up is not much. But so I mean, most of the times the rate is say 8% or 8.25 or 8.5 in the first couple of years, and then if the rates remain stable, you're talking of a 9.25. I think the concern is if there is a runaway increase in interest rates.
Reserve Bank of India has an issue. They see red flags. Do you share their concerns, and exactly why are they worried?
So very clearly, if there is a runaway, I would not use the word runaway, but if there is a steep increase in interest rates, as we saw in 2007 and the first part of 2008, similar concerns were there, and those times teaser rates didn't exist. Right, but still you had people who had come in at a much lower rate, and because they were floating, 90% plus of people took floating rates. Because they were floating, they were exposed to increases in EMIs.
Does it remind you of the United States?
Not really. I think clearly the step up that you are seeing from 8 or 8.5 to if it remains 9 or 9.5, it's not much. If interest rates increase steeply, I think the problems will be there whether they are teaser loans or whether they are regular floating loans.
Mr. Roongta, let me ask you this. Would you recommend your customers to go in for a teaser rate while it's available and catch that opportunity?
Oh, absolutely. So as a consumer, do I like teaser loans myself? Absolutely. I like it because it gives me safety for the first 2-3 years when I expect interest rates to go up. So would ApnaPaisa recommend teaser loans? Absolutely. Right now, yes.
So if I come in with a 20-year loan, 40 lakh rupees down, interest rate 8.5, how exactly is that going to work for me?
So after the fixed period, we don't know how much the interest rates will increase, if they do increase, right? But if you really want a rule of the thumb, typically it will increase by about 60 rupees per lakh. So on a 40 lakh loan, if interest rates step up by 1% post this fixed teaser period, you're talking of 2,400 rupees a month. Big, not worrying. So 1%, not worrying. 2% is 4,800. I think it's beginning to fall in the range.
Why do you think the RBI is sort of raising an alarm on this subject right now?
So the concern is right. Possibly, okay, and I don't know whether these two are connected, but you have a scheme that was announced yesterday by J&K Bank, and which said the first year teaser loan rates are 5%. Okay. So now there is a big step up, 5, and then it goes on to 8 and 8.5. Now that is a big step up, and possibly if that kind of step up is there, there probably would be concerns.
So one last, do you expect lots of people to come to take this?
Oh, absolutely. I think property prices are pretty stable right now, and teaser loans are attractive for consumers, definitely. So there is a fair amount of activity in the market.